It's time to export the game. The first thing we need to do is go over here and check we're in compatibility mode. If you followed through from the beginning, you will be, but if you pick the files up midway, you might not be. So make sure you're in compatibility mode. We need to do that because we're exporting the game in HTML format. I thought that was a good way to do it because you will be able to put it on a portfolio website if you want to, or publish it to a site like itch.io, which we will do in the next section. And it's just a good way to get people to look at your game. All they need is a computer and a browser, and you can put a link in social media, something like that, and people could quickly have a go and tell you what they think. Important to do that, obviously, as soon as possible in the game development process. Get feedback, make improvements based on it, and eventually you'll have a good, successful game, or at least that's the theory. Right, check we're in compatibility mode, which we are. The next thing we need to do is click Project and go into Export. If you have not exported a game before, you will have nothing here. Okay, so we need to add an export template. So if we come up to Add, and what it'll say is, well, let's have a look at these things. These are all the platforms that you can publish to if you want. So you can publish to Android, Mac OS, Windows Desktop, any of those things, but we are going to publish to web. Feel free to have a go with any of the others. It's exactly the same process. You just download your build template and then you follow on from there. So I'm going to click web because we're publishing to the web. What I'm going to do now is simply click Export Project. And it wants to know where I'm going to save it. And I think, I'll keep it with the rest of my game files, but I will create a folder and I'll just call it Export. Click OK. And you see it'll export as robotminer.html. So let's click Save. And that should be done. So I can close that. Now, you'll see I have my export folder with 3 files in it, but actually there are some hidden files. So what I need to do now is go into my computer's file system for the game. So here's where I have mine saved in my documents. And if I go into it, you'll see some export presets have appeared, some icon files. But what I want to do now is go into my export file folder and click it. And there's one file here called robotminer.html. So we are going to publish our game to itch.io. And to publish your game to itch.io, that file there needs to be called index.html. So I just need to change that name. If you're publishing it on a portfolio website, in an iframe, something like that, you're good to go. You don't have to change the name of that file. But in the next section, we are going to publish our game on itch.io, which is why I need to change the name of that file. But we'll do that in the next section. I hope to see you there.